Dahil po wala hong data sharing agreement, ang isang beneficiary pwede hong kumuha po ng stupad, can also benefit from another, yung tinatawag nating AX, makakakuha po siya sa AKAP. Ang nakakarating po sa amin, some of the DSWD personnel, ang sabi ko sa kanila, basta request ni congressman o lista ni congressman, no question asked, silent na lang kayo. Yung pera ni congressman, nandun na sa DSWD. Bibigyan na lang ho namin kayo ng endorsement, dali nyo na lang doon. Huwag ko kayo mag-alala, mabibigyan po kayo. Basta ho galing ho kay Kong.
Tawagin natin si Mayor Benji Magalong na alam ko marami nang sinabi tungkol dyan at nais natin marinig from the ground. Ano ba talaga ang nangyayari sa AKAP at bakit ayaw ninyo ang mga pangyayaring iyan?
Maraming salamat, Madam Chair. Thank you for giving us this opportunity to convey to you what's really happening on the ground. And I prepared a position paper. I've already provided the Secretary a copy of this position paper. And this is a reflection of the sentiments of many of the mayors, both in the cities and municipalities, Madam Chair. Let me first start with this quotation from no less than Justice Marvick Leonen. Ma'am, please give me about 6 minutes po. Tatapusin ko po agad.
Please go ahead.
Sabi ho ni Justice Leonen, the power to spend is an executive constitutional discretion, not a legislative one. In the local government, we laud the national government's effort and appreciate its intention to provide financial assistance to low-income families and individuals. While AKAP seeks to accomplish that, it is mired with irregularities which defeat its purpose. And I'm here today to inform you of the pressing challenges and loopholes that hinder its effectiveness. First, the current AKAP practice is plagued with many irregularities. The media already documented several cities and localities with complaints from both indigents and local functionaries regarding the unpredictable procedures in receiving AKAP. In one report, beneficiaries claimed to have received a reduced amount of AKAP. Meanwhile, many barangay captains, social workers raised concerns about angry beneficiaries who are forcing them to issue certificates of indigency to claim assistance. These are all born out of a lack of comprehensive public information and strong guidelines for disbursing AKAP. Currently, the barangay issues a certificate of low or no income to avail of the program. Unfortunately, barangays do not have the tools to measure if the client belongs to low or no income. Barangay officials can certify that individual is a resident of the barangay.
Yes.
We recommend that the CC Social Welfare prepare and issue the certifications to improve the process. CSWD or the MSWD is better prepared to assess the client's level of well-being. Besides, they are well-trained on the National Household Targeting System or yung tinatawag po nating listahanan. Second is the weak transparency and data sharing mechanism. I urge our lawmakers and national agencies to examine and establish transparent data sharing mechanisms for AKAP. It is highly inequitable and redundant when one beneficiary can receive multiple AKAP assistance because we are blind in data and cannot cross-check in the distribution list. And according to one government official, sabi nila sa akin, it's a violation of the National Data Privacy Act if they're going to share their data with the local government unit. Another is, ang nakakalungkot po nito, nagkakaroon na po ng maraming redundancy. Dahil po wala hong data sharing agreement, ang isang beneficiary pwede hong kumuha po ng stupad, can also benefit from another, yung tinatawag nating AX, makakakuha po siya sa AKAP. Ang nakakarating po sa amin, some of the DSWD personnel, ang sabi ko sa kanila, basta request ni congressman o lista ni congressman, no question asked, silent na lang kayo. Ganun po yung nangyayari. At ang nakakalungkot, ngayon na naging mahigpit, ang lagi nilang sinasabi, ang sabi ng mga staff, ng ating mga lawmakers, yung pera ni congressman, nandoon na sa DSWD. Bibigyan na lang ho namin kayo ng endorsement, dali nyo na lang doon. Huwag ko kayo mag-alala, mabibigyan po kayo. Basta ho galing ho kay Kong. Another is, AKAP and similar aid programs are increasingly and frustratingly politicized. Perhaps the most glaring issue is the increasing politicization of the social amelioration program. In the local governments, we are concerned with a national politician decides to have a personal appearance during aid distribution. But we have no choice but to accommodate them. Sa mga senators po, wala ko kami gaanong problema. Dahil ang pina-emphasize po doon is, etong pera na nanggagaling po, na binibigay sa inyo to, galing po to sa taxes na binabayaran po. At yun po yung lagi namin ina-emphasize sa kanila. Ang nakakarungkot lang po, pag iba na po ang nagdi-distribute. Gusto nilang ipahalata na ang pera na yon ay galing sa kanilang bulsa. Ang masama po, pag nagkakaroon na ng distribution, nandun lahat yung kanilang listahan, lahat ng line-up nila na kandidato, na una muna silang magsasalita bago yung actual distribution. No? Ulitin ko, bihira po kami makakita o makarinig sa mga katabi nyo dahil binabayaran yun yung kanilang mga taxes. Given the way the ACAP operates, we cannot help but find similarities in the design of the ACAP and the Philippine Development Assistance Fund, or yung tinatawag natin PDAF, which the Supreme Court struck down in 2013 due to the following: discretionary fund allocation. At yung ACAP at yung pork barrel allows officials to control public funds with broad discretion, often without strict guidelines or oversight. Similar to PDAF and ACAP enables government officials to decide on fund distribution even after the budget has been approved, violating the separation of powers. Like PDAF, where legislators inserted specific budget allocations for their pet projects, ACAP may also involve executive officials or lawmakers influencing fund distribution for political or personal gain. Hindi ko po sinasabi na congressman lang po. Sinasabi ko rin po rito, pati ho governors, pati ho mayors. Ganyan din po nangyayari. Alternate politics. Both programs encourage a system where funds are used to benefit specific constituents. Meron pa nga ho nangyayari dyan na yung ACAP na didistribute, muntik pa hong ibigay sa media. Meron pa hong isang mayor ho na nagbigay ho sa akin ng listahan. Pati ho mga teachers nabigyan din ho. Pati mga administrators nabigyan din ho. Inefficiency in public spending. Instead of being allocated based on national priorities, funds under both programs risk being distributed based on political considerations. To reiterate, I'm one with the national government in providing meaningful assistance to our society's vulnerable sectors. But the work to create a more inclusive, efficient, and responsive social protection system for all Filipinos goes hand in hand with transparency, accountability, and genuine, not parochial concern for Filipinos. Let us improve and do better because of our Filipino citizens deserves as much. Maraming salamat po, Madam President, Madam Chair.
Yes, maraming salamat. At maraming sinabi si Mayor Magalong na siguro kinakailangan tanungin natin. May komento ba ang ating grupo dito, lalo na yung mga abogado? Andito si Justice Carpio. Talaga bang may violation ito sa ating konstitusyon na sinasabi? Dahil yun nga, doon sa DAP ruling ng 2013, talagang nagkahalo-halo na yata yung executive at legislative na tanging pinagbabawal ng saligang batas. Justice Carpio, paliwanag ninyo sa amin, paano ba nag-ooperate yung hiwalayan ng iba't ibang sangay ng pamahalaan?
Madam Chair, doon sa PDAF, the Supreme Court struck down the provision which in the GAA where the member of Congress, the district representative, will recommend a project. Sabi ng Supreme Court, Congress can only appropriate but cannot even recommend what project because execution of the budget is already with the executive branch. So that's why dito sa ACAP, inaamin nila na they accept, the SWD is admitting that they accept recommendations from members of Congress. Well, I'm willing to concede that anybody can recommend, no? Everybody. But if lumalabas na lahat pala na-approve are recommended, the recommendation came from the House, there's something wrong there already. So that's why if we can have published by DSWD, the names, the amount, and those who recommended, para in a full transparency, no, so that you will not be blamed also, and you will not be pressured by the members of Congress because you will say ilalabas namin ito, hindi pwede na kayo lang pagbigyan namin. We have to spread out the beneficiaries, no.
Pero Justice, inamin po ni Yusik Sulit, hindi po ba dapat bawal ang mga politiko mag-recommend tulad ng sinabi ni Mayor Benji?
Well,
pagkat po, hiwalay nga yung executive
yes,
at legislative. Pwedeng tumanggap ng listahan ng iba't ibang tao, ng iba't ibang departamento, pero palagay ko ang politiko hindi dapat nagbibigay ng listahan, di po ba? Kasi ang liwaliwanag ng ating constitution.
Nakalagay yung decision sa PDAF, ang sabi ng Supreme Court, you cannot put it in the law that the congressman will recommend. But as part of the general public, anybody should be able to recommend. That's my position. But they cannot put that there because pag sila ilagay mo dyan, talagang mauubos sa kanila na lang. No? So if anybody can, if an ordinary person can recommend, anybody can recommend. But nagkakaroon ng telltale uh, paper trail kung lahat na na-approve na beneficiaries recommended by congressman. Yun, iba na yon. Even if it's not in the law, but in practice, yun ang ginagawa nila. So I think that's a violation also. So that's why I'm recommending, Madam Chair, that i-publish na lang nila yung list of beneficiaries, the amount, and sino yung nag-recommend.
Pati yung amount ang sinasabi ninyo.
Yes, kasi sa India, turns out that the beneficiary received less than the amount stated. Ang dami nag-complain.
Ganon din dito. Maraming nga nagsasabi na nabukulan daw sila. Naku po, ano ba yan? Nagpalakasan na, nakawan pa. Tama ba yun?
So that's why to protect also our friends in the SWD so they will not be charged, you should agree to full transparency.
That's the recommendation by congressmen and other politicians of names. Does that not constitute post-enactment control, which is prohibited?
Yes, but this one is the general public makes a recommendation at saka it's not in the law.
It's not in the law at saka
anybody can really recommend kasi but they are not obliged. And if they don't follow the recommendation of the congressman, only let's say 20-25%, I think that's fair enough na you are taking into account the recommendations of everybody. Pero pag majority are recommendees of congressmen, may problema tayo.
Si Mayor Benji, maraming masasabi kasi nakikita namin yung pagbibigay ng tulong, ma-attend naman na yung mga opisyal, tama naman yun, pero hindi tayo nakikialam doon sa listahan kasi talagang binibigay yun na nakakaalam yung ating DSWD, yung DOLE. Baka may maidagdag, baka may kwento pa si Mayor Benji dyan.
Tama po kayo, Madam Chair. Ang listahan ho dapat, nag-emanate po ta si City Social Welfare dahil sila po nakakaalam talaga eh. Ngayon, nagtataka ho ako dun sa reason na it is a violation of the National Privacy Act. Only to find out. Alam niyo ma'am, kami, we are all entitled to all these documents and all this information because we know for a fact that in the data sharing agreement, we have to strictly comply. Only to find out, ang totoo palang rason dyan is mabibisto lang ho kung sino ang mga pinagbibigyan. Ganun lang ho yun eh. Mabibisto lang talaga kung sino mga pinagbibigyan. Kaya tama ho, I'm completely aligned with the proposal of Justice Garfield.
Bakit tinatago kung sinong tinulungan? Yun ang tanong, di ba? Dapat baliktad eh. Buti nga, nakatanggap eh. Tingnan mo, tinutulungan.
Ma'am, kasi ma'am...
Kung ginagawa, ipagmamalaki mo pa.
Yes, ma'am. Tama ho kayo, ma'am. Pero mas importante sa akin na supporter ko yung bibigyan ko. Ganun ma'am ang pananaw ng mga...
Opposite.
Yes, ma'am.
Paano ba yun? So sa implementation, yung actual, DSWD, alam namin na kayo napapag-utusan kung minsan. Paano ba yun? Ano ang magagawa nung CSWD, MSWD, siya ay empleyada dyan sa mayor, sa gobernador, sa congressman at kung sino man. Ano naman ang gagawin ng hamak na DSWD?
Thank you po for kay Mayor Magalong. Kanina nalimutan ko hindi ko nasabi na may role din yung local social worker LSWD o either in the city or provincial or the municipal level kasi sila rin yung isa sa mga accepted documentary requirements is the certification from the social worker na qualified ka. So there you can exercise that role. So sa amin kasi on the part of policy and planning, tinitinan namin paano magkakaroon ng magandang guidelines. Of course, there will be kinks in the implementation. Kaya nga po yun ang these interagency guidelines, yun sana yung hope na ma-address yung ganong kind of implementation issues. Pero sa guidelines po, may role po yung city municipal social worker in the vetting of the qualified individual.
Nakalista yan, pero ano ang realidad? Ano naman gagawin nun? Kung na-pressure ng kung sino-sinong malalakas at makapangyarihan.
Chair, ulitin ko lang yung lahat, kahit po kanino manggaling yung listahan, walk-in, in the end po, ang nagdi-determine kung sino yung qualified, DSWD po. So, hindi po porket, ito, ni-refer ka ni X,
yung
ni Y.
sulit, ang dami-daming nagre-reklamong MSWD sa amin na talagang nahihirapan sila, naiipit sila.
Yeah. Ma'am, mayroon pong bago rin na provision dito may hotline katulad ng sinasabi na may tarpaulin po kaming nilalagay. Ang ayudang natanggap ninyo ay para sa inyo lamang, walang kaltas, something like that. So lahat ng payout namin.
Pagpipili ng beneficiary at yung halaga na ibibigay, ano naman ang laban ng MSWD?
Ma'am, we always believe na yung part po ng profession ng social worker is to assess. So basta yung assessment ni social worker, it's an exercise of his or her professional opinion.
Paano sasabihin, tatanggalin kita sa trabaho?
It can be sa grievance mechanism po na nilagay namin.
Ganyan, pag hindi sumusunod, biglang tinatanggal.
Sa guidelines lang po, ma'am, insofar as
pero yung
efficient.
realidad, syempre may batas, tinitignan natin ang batas, tinitignan natin ang guidelines at IRR. Titignan rin natin yung realidad, yung nangyayari. Paano natin ipagtatanggol yung mga MSWD?
Ma'am, we welcome po yung ganyang kinds of grievance or complaint para we can address.
Kahit marami ng reklamo tungkol dyan, nagmumula hindi lamang sa MSWD, marami ng reklamo mula sa mayor, barangay kapitan, congressman, senador, dami-dami ng reklamo. Kung may grievance mechanism kayo, meron na bang naisaayos? May nasagot kayo sa dinami-dami ng reklamo? Asan yung grievance mechanism ninyo?
We can submit, ma'am. The grievance mechanism, dati-rate, is through our integrated grievance redress mechanism system or through our PACT.
Sa AKAP, sa dinami-dami ng reklamo, nabunyag sa media, na sabi dito sa Senado mismo, meron na ba kayong natugunan?
Ma'am, I have no personal knowledge kung
Wala pa, nagtanong ako eh.
As of last time kasi, ma'am, ang tinanong namin, mayroon bang grievance na natanggap sa AKAP? Ang initial answer sa amin is wala, sa AIX meron. So that's why we welcome those kinds of grievances so that we can improve our performance.
Ang laging reklamo sa AKAP kung sino-sinong nabibigyan. Aminin natin. So, alam mo, maganda naman na sabihin natin perfecto yung isang batas. Kapag yung implementasyon walang kwenta, talagang nahihirapan rin tayo, hindi rin tama. May papel ba ang LGU sa ating paglilista at pag-i-implement?
Gaya po na nasabi kanina, since anyone can refer, if it comes from an LGU, then that's their participation. The vetting is on the DSWD.
Because narinig ko rin na ang DSWD nagsasabi na pinapakialaman daw ng mga barangay kapitan, pero sabi naman ng kapitan, tinatanong daw ng MS at ng CSWD kasi wala silang kaalaman. Di naman sila makakaikot ng lahat ng barangay. Halimbawa sa Baguio, kalayo-layo ng ibang barangay sa ating Cordillera. Abay, hindi mo mapupuntahan ng bawat isa. Sa syudad siguro, pero dun sa mga bulubundukin, mahihirapan ng isang MSWD. Ilan lang naman sila sa opisina. So, inaasahan ba ninyo na yung mga LGU makikilahok din dyan? O may papel ba dapat ang LGU?
Ang position po ng department, as expressed ni Secretary, yung pong mga LGUs, we treat them as partners. So, lahat po ng gustong humingi ng tulong ng DSWD, pinagbibigyan po namin ayon sa aming guidelines. So, yun po yung
marami kasing nagsasabi na sinusuway ninyo yung barangay. Samantalang yun naman ang maasahan ninyo.
Not at all true, ma'am, na inaano namin, we do not, kung meron pong ganyang mga reklamo, we can accept that. Diretso po kay Secretary Gatchalian. So, but wala po kaming monitor na ganyang nare-receive po sa aming integrated grievance.
Diaryo, sa social media, sa dinami-dami ng reklamo, wala kayong inaksyonan?
I will check, ma'am, with our crisis intervention unit kung meron, and we will submit to the committee kung ano man ang na-receive.
Crisis intervention ninyo, punong-puno na sa mga problema ng pamilya. Hindi na nila kakayanin yun.
Sila po kasi, ma'am, ang implementing arm namin dito sa aming protective service.
Mayor Messi, nasabi kayo, si Mayor Benji nabanggit yung risk of corruption. Ano ang masasabi ninyo dyan? Aside from corruption, itong ayaw na ayaw nating mga dakilang Ilocano, inefficiency in public spending, linulustay ang pera ng bansa, bakit po may corruption? Yung sa vote buying po or paano po ba?
Ma'am, napakalawak ko nung ginagawa ngayon. Ibig sabihin mo, ma'am, lalo ho silang gumagaling. Lalo ho silang gumagaling kasi tuwing natatakpan, very creative sila, very innovative sila. Nagkakaroon sila lalo ng mga paraan kung paano magkaroon ng workaround, ma'am, sa mga projects. Pero matindi ma'am talaga rito sa aside from the project, in another source of corruption is itong funds na ganito ma'am na nasa discretion nila. According sa ibang mga mayors, nagugulat sila na ang pinirmahan ng mga beneficiaries blank kasi sa dami ma'am pipirma na lang. Only to find out na ang naibigay sa kanila 3,000, mababalitaan na lang nila 5,000 pala nila. Pero sa dami ma'am pipirma na lang. Kinuha yung 3,000, tuwa-tuwa na sila sa 3,000. Isa yun ma'am ang mga nakikita nila.
Pa ako, dito sa kalagitnaan ng lungsod, kukunin daw yung isang bahagi, tapos yung kalakihan, pipilitin na bumili ng bigas sa kanila. So talagang konting-konti, kakarampot na lamang ang nauuwi ng pobreng beneficiary. Kaya eto nga, nagtataka ako kay Yusek Sulit, wala raw reklamo kahit isa.
Madam Chair, in fairness to DSW, probably ma'am ako personally probably DSWD has one of the most efficient and most talagang consensus ng mga workers sa field, especially sa field. In fact, ma'am, meron ako mga reklamo sa kanila na inaksyonan kagad. For example, why is it na ang nabigyan ng form for AKAP are media people? Inaksyonan na kagad naman ng DSW. Siguro hindi na lang umabot sa central office.
Tama.
Pero sila rin mismo ang nagsasabi sa akin kung ano nangyayari ma'am na kuminsan hindi na lang sila umimik, tumatahimik na lang sila dahil baka malasin sila o kaya mapagalitan yung kanilang mga boss kaya hindi na lang sila umimik.
Kaya nga nakakatakot nga, naawa nga ako dyan at si Justice Carpio may idadagdag yata sa atin.
Madam Chair, may I ask if it's acceptable to the DSWD to publish the list of beneficiaries, the amounts and those who recommended?
Ay oo nga, nakalimutan natin. Sagutin pala ninyo yung suggestion ni Justice Carpio.
Chair and Justice, we see the value in putting that, but we will revert to the committee and inform our principals on this. But we've heard very much the reason why that is being requested and recommended.
May karagdagan akong request, sana before distribution, para magkaliwanagan.
Ma'am, madali lang siya sa papel. Sa implementation, it's really difficult. So,
kaya tinatanong ko. Kaya nandito si Mayor, ako nanggaling rin ako sa LGU. Kaya kabisado ko nang kuminsan yung utos galing sa Manila, ibang-iba ang nangyayari sa field. Awang-awa kasi ako sa mga DSWD, minsan naka-backpack lang, milyon-milyon ang dala, nakikisakay lang, nakikiangkas lang sa motor, wala nang sasakyan eh. Kinakabahan ako sa mga bata eh. Mga casual pa sila, job order lang yung mga yan. Mamaya, mapinsala sa daan kung sino kumuha ng pera. Talaga nakakakaba. Alam ko, ino-improve na yung sistema ng DSWD. Ang sinasabi ko lamang, ang layo-layo ng nakasaad sa guidelines na may problema na, pag nakita mo pa yung implementasyon, mas lalong malabo.
we will consider that.
Okay
Madam
kayo.
Chair.
I-recommend ninyo yung listahan ni Justice.
We will revert to our principals, Your Honor. And kanina po nasabi rin ng COMELEC, we will also issue guidelines for DSWD as regards implementation of financial assistance during the prohibited period of the election. So, maaring hindi po siya nakalagay dito because AKAP is year-round. It's not only during election period, but definitely we are very responsible in complying with the COMELEC law, rules, and regulations. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you. May okay na ngayon, palibasa election na.
Ma'am, sa host, pag ikaw mamang nag-host ng sortie, you get 30-30-30. That's 30 million.
So yung 7-7, nasa 30-30-30 na.
No, ma'am. Yung 7-7-7, yung mga sumali sa sortie. Pero ma'am, yung 30-30-30 is the host nung sortie, nung provincial sortie.
30 million ng AKAP, 30
Yes, ma'am,
million
30
ng
million.
TUPAD, 30 million ng MAIP.
Yes, ma'am. Opo. You can, pwede ma'am may choice ka, AKAP or AIX, 30-30-30. And this information actually, ma'am, are coming from very reliable sources. Na actually, ma'am, problema.
Narinig ko nga, nagmamalaki yung iba.
Yes, ma'am. Opo. Kaya ho, maraming nag-host Gustong mag-host. Kasi nga, ang laki nun sa kanila. Pero yung 7-7-7, dahil marami na ma'am sumasama, nilimit na lang. Maski na nakarami ka na ng sortie, but ang maximum na lang natatanggapin mo is for 4 sorties. So that's 4 times 21. That's still 84 million per lawmaker na sumama ma'am doon sa sortie.
Opo. Ano ba magagawa dyan?
Hindi ko rin ma'am alam kung paano yung gagawin. Pati ma'am kami rito Hello, ma'am. I was just talking to one businessman this morning. At, he's a very famous na businessman at is paying about 7 to 8 billion a year. Nagugulat siya, nalulungkot siya na ganun na lang ba kadali i-disburse ang pondo. Na lang, yung ibinabayad ko palang tax, sandali lang pala nilang gastusin.
At habang linulustay ang mga perang yan, mga 30, 777, wala pa rin tayong flood control, pinabayaan ang edukasyon, at zero pa rin ang PhilHealth, wala pa rin public transport, nakakaltasan ng todo-todo, ay nako talaga naman, nakakasama po ng loob. At yun nga, galing sa buwis yan, galing sa kapwa Pilipino yan, dapat hindi linulustay.